YouTube, this is Natural Normal Nate, and I am back with another video. I know it's been a while, but this is going to be full packed. So I have a mini update, and I just want to tell you guys where I've been and where I'm going. But most importantly, I really want to give some advice about what to do before you move out your apartment. Let's say you're moving into your home or into another place. This is a very important video that you should watch because I'm going through something now and I don't want you guys to go through the same thing. And if you are in the middle of something, maybe these tips can help you guys out. Before we get started, I just want to ask you, how are you guys doing? Tell me below what's been going on in your life these past couple of months. That way we can connect with each other in the comments. And also don't forget to hit the like button. All right, so first thing, update, I got sick back in March, like mid-March, right? And I came back for a quick second and then I fell back off. That's because I was still sick. I guess I tried to force myself to come back real soon. And I'm like, oh, I need to drop a video. Oh, I got all these inboxes and comments and stuff. And my body was like, no, Nadrea, you can't. So I had to listen to myself, take some more time and get over what I was going through. I had all the COVID symptoms by testing negative for COVID, but I only got tested once. Long story short, I'm getting my body and my health back to where it needs to be. I am working out. I am, cooking on my favorite app. Love using Mealime. Mealime is one of the best applications to have, and it helps you stay to your budget, helps you stay to your meal planning, and I think it's one of the best apps to use. So along with that, I'm going to the gym, getting myself back energized and ready to do what I want to do, which is to serve you and help everybody live their best life to the fullest, right? We're going to get to the juice of this video. So before you move out of your apartment or your home, wherever you're renting, and let's say you are purchasing your home, there's something you need to do before you turn in your keys. I'm going to show you how to take care of any potential issues that can occur before they occur. And if they start to occur, this is what you can do to mitigate these issues. A little bit of the backstory is I was able to close my home at the end of March of 2020, March 27th to be exact. But my lease was not up until April 30th of my apartment. We did not want to stay there any longer. I've been in an apartment complex for, it was 6 years. Yeah, since 2014 to 2020. So I was like, I'm tired of apartment living. Let me hurry up. We moved that same weekend that, I closed. But in the process, we cleaned. We actually hired someone to help us clean. You just want to make sure you're getting everything that you want to take care of. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting my deposit back. Once April 30th rolled around, I went ahead and turned the keys into the office. And she was like, okay, well, clear everything out, give you your deposit, we'll contact you. Next thing you know, I am hit with this list of charges that I need to take care of. On July 16th of 2020, the leasing company sent me this letter, and it was telling me that I needed to take care of a bathroom door and the stove, refrigerator, bathroom tile. There was a hole in the wall, and then prorated carpet replacement. Now, mind you, we were only in this unit for a year, not even a full year because we moved out early. And that carpet was decent, but I was like, okay, this is something we can do because it's a bigger apartment, okay? So I was like, I am definitely not going to take care of this. And then next thing you know, on July 24th, I'm served with some papers from small claims notice and summons from my city that I need to appear on August 20th at the courthouse. And this is for $1,067.30 worth of claims. And I'm like, I'm not going to be paying that. I was so frantic because I'm like, I do not want to pay that. That's not my fault. None of this is like stuff that I should be held liable for. And so I started Googling because for a lawyer. I was like, I'm going to fight this. I'm about to give me a lawyer. I'm going to win some money. I found like 4 lawyers that I talked to. And it's like, well, that's a very small amount of money. What we will charge you would not even be worth it. This is something you can fight on your own. And one of the lawyers actually gave me some advice. So from this point forward, I want you guys to know that this advice I'm going to give you, or what I did, is not financial or court advice. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you guys what I did in my situation. What I went ahead and did was, first I started collecting evidence, and I just started collecting testimonies and other forms of proof. And I even wrote a letter to the court. So before I get into all of the forms of proof that I have, this is what I wish I would have done in the first place. And this is what I really want you guys, this is what I want you guys to take into consideration before you turn in your keys. Make sure you take a picture, or better yet, a video with the dates that you're moving out and handing in your keys of your apartment from top to bottom, side to side. Make sure you're looking at all the walls, the doors, all the tile on the floors, particularly in your bathroom, your kitchen, making sure all your appliances, make sure you take pictures and photos of that as well. So at that point, you should be fine. If they give you any issue, you can say, hey, I have video, I have proof, I have evidence that everything was in order before I left the apartment. Um, that should cover you. I didn't have that. I was like, oh, I'm cool with the leasing people. They're not going to find any fault in anything that I did or anything, because I didn't do anything. But that was not the case. They made some false charges, right? So the next thing I ended up doing, and I took the lawyer's advice, was to collect testimonies. So I had got comments from 1, 2, 3, 4 people. I had them email me, and I printed out a copy of their emails for me, the other lawyer, and the judge. And then I also took a video of my carpet cleaner that I had purchased, and I pulled receipts for that from my bank statement as well. And then I went ahead and wrote a letter to the judge, and I followed a template that I found online for this letter. So if you want this template, email me, I'll send it to you. But I'm just going to go through the gist of this, like why I'm writing the letter, and what I did from the first point of receiving the letter, which was I contacted the accountant to try to resolve the charges. And then, I told them, oh, when I first came to the apartment, that they used to have carpet cleaning services, but then they stopped at 2018, and that's why I had to go ahead and purchase my own cleaner to do it. And then on top of that, I had upgraded my apartment. I was told that I was going to be in a different building. And like a couple of days prior to the move in, they said that, oh, that's not available for some reason. And I already signed the lease for that. But that's neither here nor there. So they moved me to a different apartment, which was not impressive, but I went ahead and I did have video evidence of the carpet then, and the rooms and everything the way it was when I first moved in. And then I also enclosed, or told them it was enclosed, which were the witness statements and the picture of the carpet cleaner that I had purchased as well. And then also I told them if they wanted me to pull phone records so I can verify the number of times that I have called maintenance to my apartment for various repairs, just to show you that if something was to break, I went ahead and replaced it. I can do that as well. And then I told them that also there were instances where they were threatening to charge me for other damage that occurred throughout the property. So one time somebody kicked in my door, and I guess it was going on throughout the apartment complex, and they wanted me to pay like over $500. And I left a review on Google. They asked me to remove it, and I have evidence of that happening as well, so I can present that as well. And then I also told them the laws that I had pulled from the state of Ohio. So I'm just telling you, there are laws that they need to abide by. So I just basically did a Google search of landlord laws in the state, and I was able to use that as an appendix. Okay, so that was another attachment. So that is what I went ahead and presented as my evidence. And I had all this all ready to go in my little pocket folder, just like this, with highlighted information, with all of my documents ready to go. And when I got up there, they gave me the opportunity to resolve this and settle it with the lawyer right then and there outside the courtroom, which of course I'm like, sure, we can do that. Now, this is the tricky part. They told me I can pay less than half of what they were willing to, charge me with. So it went from $1,000 and something to under 400. I think it was like 390. So I said, okay, but is this going to be on my credit report? He said it will be on your credit report, but once you pay it off, it can be. They wanted me to make sure I was in good standing for a whole year after the court date, or they would, take me back to court. I ended up paying it off early. And then I started, noticing my credit score was not going up. And I was like, what's going on with my credit score? Come to find out, the attorney ended up adding this judgment to my credit file. And I'm like, really? All of this hard work, I worked on my credit, I got my home, and you guys want to put this on my credit report? So I ended up disputing this and came back as everything was accurate. And I was like, are you serious? Like, I talked to the lawyer even before I disputed it, and they're like, oh yeah, we can remove it since you already have it paid. So I kid you not, I just got off the phone with the lawyer a couple hours ago, and I told him, like, okay, you guys were supposed to remove this from my credit file. And he said, oh, I didn't see an annotation of that in the file. Okay, it was there. If you guys want me to go back to court and state that again, we can take it there. No, just go ahead and dispute it, and I'll make sure it gets cleared off your credit file. So this is why it's very important to make sure everything is in order as far as your records go and your evidence before you move out, because this is not an eviction, but it's just as bad as an eviction. This is something that can be on your credit file. It can make your credit score go down. It can make it where you cannot apply for certain things. You might you can apply, but you get denied for certain things that you're applying for. So I would just go ahead and take care of it before it happens. But if it happens, I have a list of things that you can do. All right. So I hope this was not too long of a video, but I know there's a lot of information, but I just had to get that off my chest. I will be back around very soon. I have some great content coming out your way just to help you with the credit side, and making sure everybody gets their credit and finances in order, because we have a lot of moves that we have to make. All right, well, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and then if you haven't done so already, leave a comment below about your life and what's going on, if we need to catch up. And then also, if you are going through the same issue that I was going through, did you go through a court to get anything settled? What did you do to resolve it? Did it affect your credit as bad as it did than mine? And then if you are not part of my family, please hit the subscribe button. I love connecting with everybody. I love all of the inboxes I've been getting. Even though I was sick, I was still trying to coach people behind the scenes, whether it's through email or we have on a Zoom call, just try to make sure everybody is on the right track. That's what I'm here for. All right, well, I'm about to go. This is Natural No Monet, and this is all I have to say. Goodbye.